ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। हरिः ओम। सुमुखश्च एकदन्तश्च कपिलो गजकर्णकः लम्बोदरश्च विकटो विघ्नराजो विनायकः धूमकेतुर्गणाध्यक्षः फालचन्द्रो गजाननः वक्रतुण्डः शूर्पकर्णो हेरम्बः स्कन्दपूर्वजः शुक्लाम्बरधरं विष्णुं शशिवर्णं चतुर्भुजं प्रसन्नवदनं ध्यायेत् सर्वविघ्नोपशान्तये यस्य द्विरदवक्त्राद्याः पारिषद्याः परस्ततं विघ्नं निघ्नन्ति सततं विश्वक्सेनं तमाश्रये। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुर्साक्षात् परब्रह्म तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। नारायण नमस्कृत्यं नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्. With Swami's grace, let us continue. We came up to slokam number 20 in the second skandham, adhyayam 4. Shriyapatihi yajnapatihi prajapatihi dhiyampatihi lokapatihi dharapatihi patirgatihi cha आंधक वृष्णि सात्वतां प्रसीदतां मे भगवान् सतां पतिः. 21. यत् अंघ्रि अनुध्यान समाधि धौतया धिय अनुपश्यन्ति हि तत्त्वम् आत्मनः वदन्ति च एतत् कवयः यदा यथा रुचं सः मे मुकुन्दः भगवान् प्रसीदताम्. यत् अंघ्रि अनुध्यान समाधि धौतया धिय अनुपश्यन्ति हि तत्त्वम् आत्मनः वदन्ति च एतत् कवयः यथा रुचं सः मे मुकुन्दः भगवान् प्रसीदताम्. यत् अंघ्रि अनुध्यान समाधि धौतया धिय अनुपश्यन्ति हि तत्त्वम् आत्मनः वदन्ति च एतत् कवयः यथा रुचं सः मे मुकुन्दः भगवान् प्रसीदताम्. यत् how अंघ्रि अनुध्यान, the lotus feet, the Bhagavan's lotus feet, anudhyanam, one who is meditating and always embracing it and staying there, dhyana, samadhi, becoming one with it. When, yet who or when, angri anudhyana samadhi, meditating on the lotus feet becomes one with it, losing the feeling of separation. Dhautaya, at that time, the nectar of Amrutam pours on you. You're completely washed in that. Dhiya anupasyanti. Dhiya, the great effulgence, the light, anupasyanti, he sees, he experiences. He certainly, tattvam atmanaha. What is the dhiya? That's a tattvam, that is the truth, that is the satyam. Atmanaha, atmanaha dhiya, the jyoti, the light of the indweller. Anupasyanti, he experiences it when he meditates on the lotus feet of Bhagavan, become one with it. Vadanti yat, that means to whose lotus feet? When you do anudhyanam, this happens. Vadanti cha etat kavayaha. Etat, the same entity, kavayaha, the scholars. Vadanti cha, they also speak about it. Yatha rucham, in whatever form it appeals to them. They say this entity has got this particular form. So like that they speak about it, the scholars. So yet angri anudhyana samadhi dhautaya, whose lotus feet when you meditate you see Atma Jyoti itself and become one with it, you see the Atma Jyoti itself, you experience it. Also, yet which one? The scholars describe in so many forms. Saha, that Mukundaha, Mukunda, may Bhagavan Mukunda, most effulgent Mukunda, may prasidatam, may confer all propitious thing to me, which means here may he grace me to be with him always. Yat angri anudhyana samadhi dhautaya diya anupasyantihi tattvam atmanah vadanti cha etat kavayah yatha rucham saha me mukundah bhagavan prasidatam. Now, next sloka, which is slokam number 22. Prachodita yena pura saraswati vitanvata ajasya satim smrutim hrudi swalakshana pradurabhut kila asyatah saha me rishinam rishabah prasidatam. Prachodita yena pura saraswati vitanvata ajasya satim smrutim hrudi swalakshana pradurabhut kila asyatah saha me rishinam rishabah prasidatam. Yena, to whom? By whom? Yena, by whom? Pura, long time ago. Saraswati vitanvata ajasya. Ajasya means Brahma. By whom the Brahma Saraswati vitanvata. Saraswati, we think of it as, we give it a feminine form. But what exactly happened when Brahma was created by Bhagavan, and what is the thing that he did? He went into tapas. And at that time what happened? He was given the faculty of speech. Speech came out. Those are the Vedas, the 4 Vedas that we have. So that's what Saraswati here means. That the Vak Devata is. Okay? Vitanvata manifested itself. Okay? The also Ajasya, by whom? Yena Ajasya, by whom? Pura, in the beginning, Ajasya Prachodita, the very first creation, not first creation, when Brahma was created, he was inspired. He was inspired to speak. Saraswati, Vitanvata, that manifested itself. And what kind of a speech was it? Satim Smrutim Hrudi. The Satim Smrutim Hrudi. Smruti is the Satim Smrutim. Smruti means memory. Satim Smruti means the memory that is within each one of us. We all have Satim Smrutim. We all have potent memory of who really each one of us really is. We are all the same Bhagavan. But that memory is there within us. That is why we are seeking him. That is why we are restless always. That is why we are never peaceful. Because we are seeking that peace, we are seeking that Santam and Prema and all that, right? So that memory is there within each one of us, and Brahma was no exception. Satim Smritim Hrudi. And what was that memory? Memory is one of love, Prema, Daya, right? And so that Vitanvata, that manifested as Saraswati, as the Vakdevata, as the speech, the Sabdham, right? With the Vedas that came out. Svalakshana Pradhura Bhute. Now, the Salakshana is out of its own self. The Prema, the Param Purushan, who's nothing but Prema, delegated job of creation to Creator, which we call as Brahma. And he inspired him to speak. And where did that inspiration come from? Of his own accord, from Prema itself. Svalakshana Pradhura Bhute. Pradhura Bhute, he generated that inspiration from Svalakshana. Kila Asyataha. Kila means as if it was, like, such as, like that. Asyataha. Asyataha means the mouth. It came from the mouth of Brahma. Kila Asyataha. So, in the time immemorial, in the beginning, by whose grace and by whose Swayam nature itself, Brahma was inspired to speak words pertaining to the memory that you have, which is your own self, of Prema itself, of Hrudayam, Hrudi, of love, of Prema, of Daya. That is what Vedams came. This got generated by Bhagavan himself, by Prema itself. Saha, that entity, Rishinam Rishabha. He is the best among all the rishis. Rishinam Rishabha. Rishabha is actually means master, the Lord. And Rishinam among all the rishis. And we say Yogindra Vandidaya Namaha. We say one name and appellation for Swami. And this is some, all the rishis only worship him only. They all want to embrace him. They want to serve him. They want to have conversation with him. They want to talk to him. They want to have his darshan. That is why, you have rishis in Treta Yugam, then you have Gopas and Gopis in Dwapara Yugam and all that. So they do penance for getting Bhagavan darshan and sparshan and sambhashan. So that Rishinam Rishabha, that Saha may prasidatam, may be propitious to me, may he bless me to be with him always. Prachodita yena pura saraswati vitanvata ajasya satim smrutim hrudi swalakshana padurabhute kila asyataha saha me Rishinam Rishabha prasidatam. Number 23. The 23 is Bhutaihi mahadbihi ya imaha pura Vibhuhu nirmaya shete yat amushu purushaha bhunkte gunan shodasa shodasatmakaha saha alankrishishta bhagavan vachamsi me. Bhutaihi mahadbihi yah imaha puro vibhur nirmaya sete yat amushu purushaha bhunkte gunan shodasa shodasa atmakaha saha alankrishishta bhagavan vachamsi me. Bhutaihi, among all the elements that we see, the gross elements, mahadbihi, in the various material creation, mahadbihi bhutaihi, the phenomenal, vast, so great. Yaha, who, imaha, all these entities that have been created, all these, puraha, here puraha means the bodies, various embodiments of so many, embodiment means forms. So many embodiments are there, so many puras are there, right? And puraha, puraha, vibhuhu nirmaya. Vibhuhu, this Bhagavan, Vibhuhu, Prabhu, we say, Bhagavan Sriman Narayana. Nirmaya, after having created the various bodies, the various forms, Mahadbhi, Bhutaihi, and Puraha, all these, Imaha here, Sete, he is lying down as if were, Sete, Yat Amushu, lying down, Yat Amushu, and he is the one who created everything. And how is he lying down after creating all the embodiments and all that? Yat Amushu Purushaha. He is lying down, taking residence in all the forms that he himself created. This is what we call as Vishnu. Vishwam Vishnuhu Pashatkaraha. We say in Sahasranamam, Bhishma Muni has so beautifully taught us. Vishwam. That's what everything got created. Exactly what Purusha Suktam says. And once all the gross manifestations took place, what did this Lord do? Who created this? He took residence in all the forms he himself created. That is Vishnu. This Vishnu, Purushaha, Vishnu, Bhunkte, he is enjoying, as it were. What is he enjoying? Gunan. The three characteristics of Prakriti, the nature, that is interplay of those three gunas, is the one that causes all kinds of experiences for us. Even when I'm going through misery, that I'm enjoying that. It's an experience I'm going through. I may not like that experience, right? It is like taking a bitter gourd. When you eat, bitter gourd is bitter, but that's also a sweet. There's a sweetness in that bitterness also. And so it's a taste, it's an experience. Like that, Bhunkte, Gunan, the three characteristics of Mother Nature, Satvika Gunam, Rajasic Gunam, and Tamasic Gunam. Shodasa. Shodasa means 16. What is the 16? Think for a second. Each one of us is Shodasa. Why? Shodasa means 16. We have The body is made up of what? Five panchabhutangal, five bhutangal, natural elements. We know that. Then we have 10 senses. 10 plus 5 is 15. Then the mind is 16. So Shodasa, all the beings, even an ant has got 16 aspects. It has got the mind aspects. Okay, it comes up to Manomaya Kosam up to that point, right? So that's 16. Shodasa Atmakaha, among all these embodiments with 16 facets, 16 components, or whatever you want to call it, Atmakaha, the indweller on them, Saha, he, Alankrishishta, how he has decorated himself with ornaments. Can you imagine for a second that my body, that me, is actually an ornament, a decoration of Bhagavan himself? Think for each one of us. Just think for a second. I am this, so we are perfect. Each one of us is perfect. There is nothing called ugly or beauty. No, it's all our terms. Each one of us is beautiful because it is an alankaram that Bhagavan has donned. That same alankaram, we go to the temple and we enjoy it. It's no difference between that and each one of us. Not only each one of us, also an ant, including a cockroach. Anything you think of is an alankaram. He is appearing decorated, donning that particular form, and so beautiful it is. That how nicely Sukamuni describes this. Saha alankrishishta, that is decorated, and alankrishishta, that Bhagavan vachamsi me. Now, if I combine alam krishishta vachamsi me vachamsi, it takes a slightly different meaning. Both ways you can apply that because it's a verb. Me vachamsi, now my words I am going to speak now. May that Bhagavan decorate it. May that Bhagavan speak through me. What can be a better decoration than God himself speaks through you, and you just bow in Vinayam and let him speak through you. Phenomenally it will be. So sweet it will be. And so correct it will be. That's what Sukamuni is saying of all the people, because Parikshit has asked him questions. And before he answers that, he prays to Bhagavan. Prasida me, prasidatam, may he bless me to be with him. Because the ego is like a slippery slope. However careful you are, that ahamkaram can rear its head unexpectedly and suddenly. You have to be very careful. What a lesson in Vinayam. He prays to that Bhagavan, you bless me, sir, you bless me. This Bhagavan, you bless me. Now, you speak through me, is what he's saying. Alankrishishta vachamsi me. Bhutaihi magadbihi ya imaha puro Vibhuhu nirmaya sete yat amushu purushaha bhunkte gunan shodasatmakaha saha alankrishishta bhagavan vachamsi me. Number 24. Namastasmai bhagavate vasudevaya vedase papuhu jnanamayam saumya yat mukha amburuha asavam. Namastasmai bhagavate vasudevaya vedase papur jnanamayam saumya yad mukamburuha asavam. Namastasmai, to him, namaskaram. Bhagavate vasudevaya, here vasudevaya vedase, here it refers to Bhagavan Vyasa, because Srimad Narayana himself has manifested, has taken avatar as Vyasa, as Krishna Dvaipayana Vyasa. Otherwise, which mortal can complete the study of Vedas and then divide them, group them together in 4 different classifications, not classes, so different groups, so that it's easier for people who are coming in the Kali Yugam with lesser ability, with weakness of body and mind and intellect, and determination and Shraddha. Everywhere, every aspect we are weak. How can I even begin to read Vedas? So that Bhagavan himself came and blessed us in the form of Vyasa. And that Vyasa Bhagavan, Bhagavate Vasudevaya Vedase, one who has studied, that not only the compiler of the Vedic literature, to compile the Vedas, you must have studied them first. Otherwise, how can you compile it? So he is the only one who has gone through all the Vedas. That is Bhagavan himself. Vedase, Papuhu Jnanamayam. Papuhu, he drank. Because the Vedas, if you study, you actually drink something. It's not just you're reciting or reading from a book or hearing it. It's you're actually drinking it. What are you drinking? Jnanamayam, the Atma Vidya itself. Saumya, and the Saumya means here it denotes people who are gentle of disposition. And who are those people who are gentle of disposition? Only devotees. Devotees, bhaktas are the ones who are Saumyas. And so Vedase, he compiled all the Vedas so that people like us later on in Kali Yugam can read and partake the nectar that Vedas are. And the devotees, Saumya, Papuhu Jnanamayam, by reading that, they can imbibe Atma Jnanam itself. And yet, Mukha Amburuha Asavam. Saumyaha yet, to whose Mukha, from his mouth, face, both apply to Mukham. In this case, we'll take mouth. Amburuha Mukham, it is lotus mouth itself. Asavam, it's a nectar that came from Bhagavan's mouth itself. That is what Vedas are. And the Saumyas, the devotees, they drink the Vedas and the nectar, Amritam itself, Jnanamayam itself. That Bhagavate Vasudevaya Vedase, that Bhagavan Sri Vasudeva, Vyasa Bhagavan, Namastasmai, I worship him. Yetat, okay, next one, number 25. Yeta Deva Atman Rajan Naradaya Vipruchate Vedagarbhoho Abhyatat Sakshat Yat Aha Arihi Atmanaha. Yeta Deva Atma Bhuhu Rajan Naradaya Vipruchate Vedagarbhoho Abhyatat Sakshat Yadaha Arihi Atmanaha. Rajan, Sukamuni says, my dear king, Yeta Deva Atma Bhuhu. Yetat Eva Atma Bhuhu. Yetat Eva. Yetat, on this matter. Which matter? The Atmanyanam. What to do? What is most important? The question that Parikshit has asked. How beautifully Sukamunivar, he always refers to an authority. Even though he himself is the authority, but he always defers to Bhagavan himself, Sriman Narayana himself. That's what you're going to see in the next chapter. For any knowledge, if you really question, what is the authority for you to say that? Right? You have to go back to the source, and then you go back further. Where did that come from? Everything came from Bhagavan Sriman Narayana. So he says, Yetat Eva Atma Bhuhu. Yetat Eva. Only on this matter, Atma Bhuhu, the very first one that came with Brahmaji, a Rajan, my dear king, Naradaya Vipruchate. Brahma was asked, inquired by Narada on this matter only. Vedagarbhoho abhyatate sakshat yada aha arihi atmanaha. Now, Vedagarbha abhyatate. Abhyatate means to teach, to apprise you of, to help you learn. Sakshat harihi atmanaha aha. Directly, Atmana, the indweller, Hari, appraised, taught Brahmaji while Veda Garbha, he Garbham is a beautiful word. It exactly means our womb, right? But what is Veda Garbham? The whole universe, the whole prapancham is in the womb of Veda. And our Pranava Mantram, Omkaram, is what created the whole prapancham. Please remember that. That Veda Garbha. See, we call it as Brahma, but that has come from that womb. But who gave that ability to create? Where was that Pranava Mantram come from to begin with? That is Veda Garbha. Abhyatat taught him, apprised him of that. And here, Sakshat Yat Aha, Yat who, very important. Harihi Atmanaha, by Bhagavan Hari, the indweller, Veda Garbha Abhyatat, the womb of Veda itself was, so to speak, impregnated into him, the knowledge, right? And that Atma Bhuhu, that Brahma, the original one, Naradaya Vipruchate Yetat Eva. He was inquired on this matter, about this, by Narada. This matter only. Brahma was inquired, Brahma was asked by Narada on this matter only, because Brahma was given that knowledge by none other than the Atmanaha, the Harihi Atmanaha. Harihi means, immediately don't think it is an Iyengar god. Harihi is Vishnu. Harihi is also Shiva. Okay, quickly the thought occurs to me to share this very briefly. Hari, Hara, they all denote the same thing. There is no difference. Etymologically, Hari, Hara, that means to eliminate, to kill, to nullify, to eliminate. Basically, what is it that is nullifying? What does Hari do? Right? He nullifies, eliminates, and removes my ignorance. Therefore, he is called Hari, or you can call him Hara. And what is it that removes my ignorance? The Atmanaha, the indweller himself. So that is the way we should understand this. That's the one that taught Bhagavan, that Brahma himself, the Vedic knowledge. And that Brahma, Narada came to him and asked him exactly the same subject. Asked him to clarify. Hey, Rajan, this is what happened, is what Sukamuni says. Yetat eva atma bhuhu Rajan Naradaya vipruchate Veda Garbha Abhyatate Sakshat Yadaha Harihi Atmanaha iti Srimad Bhagavate Mahapurane Paramahamsyam Samhitayam Dvitiya Skandhe Chaturtha Adhyayah iti Srimad Bhagavate Mahapurane Paramahamsyam Samhitayam Dvitiya Skandhe Chaturthodhyayah. Thus ends in the great Purana, the Samhitai. Remember that always, okay? Srimad Bhagavatam, the second Skandham, the fourth Adhyayam, thus ends. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om Samastalokaha Sukhino Bhavantu Samastalokaha Sukhino Bhavantu Samastalokaha Sukhino Bhavantu Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om.